class. I am excited to be moving into a period that I will term proto-modernism. So kind of a prototype of things to come, if you'd want to look at it that way. We've sort of looked at the emergence of the arts and crafts period, the emergence of Art Nouveau, from basically the discontent designers and architects that were discontent with the Victorian era and the industrialization of the world. And so proto-modernism came about kind of, simultaneously the same time as the Art Nouveau and arts and crafts, but, just a little later, 1897, going into 1959. And so this emergence of modernism, the main countries we're going to look at in this section would be Germany and Austria. They were the key players. So we've kind of made the circle from Britain being in the spotlight to France and the Art Nouveau period. And during this period, proto-modernism, the focus will be more on Germany and Austria, and continue to be on Germany as we move to the era of the Bauhaus and modernism. So, it's really kind of interesting. Each European country seems to want to be, known for its design and architecture. And so Germany, we're going to focus on Germany today. And the Deutscher Werkbund movement was the term used for this design movement. And it was really, I'd say, a collaboration of architects, designers, craftsmen, and manufacturers who came together and really, were not that interested in the Art Nouveau approach to things. They were interested in nature and using nature as a reference for their design, but in the more geometric, linear perspective. And so, it was kind of neat during this period because the designers, architects, and manufacturers came together and formulated this style that's pretty bold, modern, linear, kind of a disdain for ornamentation. And really in Germany, there was not much reference or precedent to historical architecture and design. They wanted something new. And so this is a very important period, and I will introduce some fabulous designers and architects in the lecture. This is really, I love this period too, because we're going to really see kind of the underpinnings of modernism during this time. So the other country we're going to just look at in this particular lecture is Vienna. Vienna termed their movement the Vienna Secession, and to secede means to leave or abandon, in this case, historical precedent, and that for a new and modern approach. There were two key players, Otto Wagner and Adolf Loos, and they were kind of the theoretical, the thinkers of the day, and their theory kind of spawned this new movement in Austria. They flat out rejected Art Nouveau, and instead went for just similar to Germany, a bold, linear, geometric form of the natural world. And so some of the materials they would have used during this time, kind of the new materials, would be plywood, which was a new material that they had access to, aluminum and the metals, and bent beechwood. So you'll see kind of the use of bending beech wood to produce beautiful chairs during this time. So these two movements in Germany and Austria were key to the beginning of the Bauhaus movement, which we'll talk about in the future, and just very critical during this time. Just so you know, too, kind of the average person, definitely the wealthy person, there'd be certain types of furniture that they would have at this period. Um, the basically the case piece or cabinets, bookcase could all refer to a similar thing. A lot of families would have this piece of furniture to like to safe keep great possessions and to hold items of importance. So that would be the case piece would be, fundamental during this time. Chairs and furniture, and you're going to see sort of the advancement of upholstered furniture during this time, and tables. So those are kind of, the case piece, tables, and chairs were the most important furniture pieces that you're going to see during this time. And you're going to start seeing leather seats, vellum seats, silk upholstered seats, and that. So just the range of materials has expanded during this time, and it's pretty exciting. So we're going to see some really interesting designs, rectilinear, elongated, rectangular shapes, and just some really neat work during this period. Okay, I hope you enjoy my lecture.